Every once in a while here on Weather World, we like to bring you a weather water cooler segment, which is when we talk to one of the graduates from the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science. And tonight, I'm thrilled to take you down to Harrisburg, where we speak with 2007 graduate Bryan Oshinski. Welcome, Bryan. You are the Environmental Group Manager of the Division of Air Quality Monitoring for the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me, Marissa. I appreciate it.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. I just have to ask you, how did your career path get you to where you are today?
Well, I began my career at Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, or DEP, back in 2008. I started as an environmental trainee in the air quality program. After 1 year, I became an air quality specialist. And so in these positions, I learned about air quality regulations and conducted inspections to make sure that those regulations, as well as permits, were being followed. Later, I became an air quality compliance specialist, where I worked to assist bringing companies into compliance and ensure future compliance. Then I had spent 11 years as an air quality program specialist, where I developed air quality regulations and plans which were ultimately sent to the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. And for the last year, I have been the Environmental Group Manager of the Quality Assurance and Data Assessment section in the Division of Air Quality Monitoring.
And so what do you do as the Environmental Group Manager?
So in this position, I currently oversee a staff of 11 individuals who work on a variety of different tasks. Several staff complete audits to ensure that the monitoring equipment across the Commonwealth meet specific quality standards. Other staff conduct validation and analysis of the monitoring data that's collected to assess the quality of that data and identify any potential issues. And last, staff conducts air quality forecasts, both annually for fine particulate matter and seasonally for ozone.
And so why is air quality so important?
Well, it's important because back in 1959, the Air Pollution Control Act provided for the protection of the health, welfare, and property of all Pennsylvanians through the control, abatement, reduction, and prevention of air pollution. So that means that clean air is a right for each and every one of us. And so the Federal Clean Air Act had established national standards in order to protect public health and the environment. And so this included pollutants such as ground level ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter, and lead. Since pollution can cause various health impacts, it's our job to monitor the air quality and ensure that it meets the federal standards. And if it doesn't meet those standards, then DEP will take necessary actions to improve the air quality.
So digging into your meteorology background, how does one forecast air quality?
Air quality forecasting is developed by reviewing recent and current air quality conditions. And so in addition to being able to forecast the weather, one needs to review the air quality data and computer models, and also understand sources of air quality pollution in specific areas, as well as the meteorology, topography, existing emissions in the atmosphere, and even transported emissions. So in the wintertime months, we're primarily focused on fine particulate matter. And in the summer months, our focus turns more towards ozone, although sometimes PM 2.5 can be elevated with wildfires. So DEP currently forecasts for 13 regions across the state. And the air quality forecasts use what's known as the Air Quality Index, or AQI, which is a tool to communicate the forecast to the public with a simple color scale to understand the levels of air quality and the potential health risks associated with that. So good and moderate days are shown as green and yellow, respectively. On days of poor air quality, where impacts can range from being unhealthy for sensitive groups, that would be in the orange range, to hazardous or maroon, which would be the worst. So DEP would issue an Air Quality Action Day notification so that individuals can take actions based on our air quality forecasts.
So at this point, does your group, you're doing a lot here with forecasting, do you have any plans for the future with this air quality forecasting?
Yeah, we do. We continuously look to see how we can improve the air quality monitoring and forecasting across the Commonwealth. We're working to expand our forecasting program to cover even more of the state than we currently do. Over this summer, we are working to add fine particulate, ozone, and meteorological monitoring equipment in Gettysburg and Chambersburg and South Central Pennsylvania. We're also working to determine additional sites to install similar equipment at in the near future.
Oh, that's really interesting. Now we're going to switch gears here. This is our final question that we ask all of our water cooler guests. What was your favorite memory from being here at Penn State?
Well, I would have to say, besides meeting my future wife at Penn State, my favorite memory was being a member and secretary of the Penn State branch of the American Meteorological Society, also known as SUBAMS. And some of the best times were having the opportunity to attend conferences in San Antonio, Texas, and Atlanta, Georgia, where I met my future mentors, Phil Falconer and Rich Westergaard, and numerous contacts from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NASA, the Weather Channel, and more.
All right, well, Bryan Oshinski, class of 2007, currently the Environmental Group Manager of the Division of Air Quality Monitoring for the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today, and we'll be back in a moment with more.